probably cry again. I used to do it in the office, but it's harder for you what's going on. I'll be honest with you. I was like, man, I set up a monitor in the past where you set the work on the monitor because that's the only reason I've ever had conflict. If we end up doing something like this again, we want to work in like Hulu, but with the monitor, like if that was preferred.
Because I want
Anyway,
to be downloading this class.
okay,
It's very helpful.
whichever one you prefer, but we'll talk about it more. If it happens again, you know,
She began swimming here at Tennessee High when she moved to the area her sophomore year. So she's been on the team for 3 years now. Her favorite moment as a swimmer was finishing Christmas Eve's 12 sets of Christmas practice and not throwing up. Her advice for the future Viking swimmer: if you can't swim well, cheer loud. It's worked great for me. this time the pool's open for warm-up for the Morristown swimmers. And the senior Tennessee High swimmers have failed to show up for warm-up early. Just kidding. You all come from that too.
Well, and I don't, you may have printed these thinking I needed them, but I just need I'll try to explain, but yeah, the shooting, the mining, especially that open whenever it's weird old school. I would like to see what other schools do for like other weekends.
I feel like that was the first time we could do it really a lot. There was no one there. It was just
Did they have the scoreboard up? Okay. Really? Yeah. In the time prior. Yeah, so I can pull data out of every other sports controller. They're all the same. I wrote a Python script. This one is completely foreign compared to the other ones. Um, so I'm sure there's a way. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. 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 I would really like to be able to do it. I just don't. I took one of those sports controllers and set it on my desk and like for 3 days was like yeah messing with serial baud like all type of random stuff that is super old technology like the old you remember the old huge printer cables yeah so it's like that
All right, the first event for the Vikings, Morristown West, Morristown East, and Sullivan East swim meet, the women's 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1, we have Tennessee High School A, lane 2, Morristown East, lane 3, Tennessee High School, lane 4, Sullivan East, lane 5, Morristown West, and lane 6 is Tennessee High. 200 medley relay is a 50 backstroke, 50 breaststroke, 50 butterfly, and then a 50 freestyle. Zoe Hale from Tennessee High is out front. Tennessee High has Vivi Murphy in the pool next. Sullivan East is holding on to second right now. And both Tennessee High teams are battling for third. Next in the pool for the Vikings will be Eden Alsbrook with the butterfly. Sullivan East is holding on to that second place with lane 4. We've got Quincy Dillard in the pool for the Vikings in lane 6. Neela Cook in the pool. Abby Cantor's in the pool for the Vikings in the middle. And Tennessee High will win this relay fairly easily, with Abby Cantor finishing in lane 3. It's going to be a race for second place. Tennessee High in lane 1. Sullivan East in lane 2. And Tennessee High in lane 5. Tennessee High is going to take first, second. Oh, and I'm sorry, lane 5 is Morristown West, not Tennessee High. So Tennessee High with first and second, Morristown West with third, and then Sullivan East in fourth. The next event is the men's 200-yard medley relay. We've got Morristown East in lane 2, Tennessee High School in lane 3, Sullivan East in 4, and another Tennessee High relay in 5. 200 medley relay. Again, that's 50 backstroke, 50 breaststroke, 50 butterfly, and then a 50 freestyle. The Vikings in lanes 3 and 5 are out in front with Broden Murphy and Luke Saw. Leading off for Sullivan East is Carter Malone, and for Morristown East is Eric Basket. Simon Hutchinson in the water for the Vikings, and Tyler Hommel. Still going first and second. Sullivan East has Christian Lowry in the pool. And Morristown East has Hayden Hall. The Vikings have a very strong lead. Moses Song in the pool with the butterfly. Branch Sword in the pool, or getting ready to be in the pool for the Vikings in lane 5. And it will be a battle for third at this point between Morristown and Sullivan East. Anchoring for the Vikings is Ian Jesse. With the freestyle, this will be the last 50. Anchoring for the other Viking relay is Hank Scanlon. Currently, Morristown East is holding on to third place. They'll have Cade Richardson anchoring, and then Sullivan East has Seth Mahala. Tennessee High Vikings will win this one. Broden, Moses, Simon, and Ian. The other Tennessee High relay will get second, and Morristown East is going to finish third. And Sullivan East finishes fourth. Next event is the women's 200-yard freestyle. So if you're not familiar swimming, down and back is a 50, so they're going to do 4 50s. 8 lengths of the pool, all freestyle. Be my guess.
Playing in the wrong.
Maybe. We'll see. In the pool for the Vikings, we have Gwen Scanlon, Lily Saw, and Molly Hutchinson. Again, this is a 200-yard freestyle. Tennessee state cut in this is 2 minutes, 8 seconds, and 9 100ths. Lane 5 in this heat also has Abby White from Morristown West. She's off to a strong lead. Abby's approaching the 150 mark, so she has just one more 50 to go. Abby Knight from Morristown West will win Heat 1. That was Abby Knight from Morristown West. The race for second place is on. Looks like Molly Hutchinson is going to finish, and Lily Saw will finish third. Gwen Scanlon in fourth. That was heat 1. We have another heat of the 200 freestyle. All right, next up is Heat 2 of the same event. So 200-yard freestyle. This heat we've got Quincy Dillard for Tennessee High in lane 2, Vivi Murphy from Tennessee High in lane 3, Danielle Brennan from Tennessee High in lane 4, and Angelina DiBartolo from Tennessee High in lane 6. Again, state qualifying time for this one is 2:08:09. And there's a solid chance we may see a new school record here. The school record for the 200 free for women is 1:56:08, set back in 2000. We'll keep an eye on lane 3. That's Vivi Murphy in the lead in lane 3, followed not too far by Quincy Dillard, Danielle Brennan, and then Angelina. Vivi Murphy is still well in front. She's at the 100 mark, halfway there. Quincy Dillard in lane 2 is also at the 100 mark. Danielle and Angelina still in it. Vivi's approaching the 150. Again, the school record for this is 1:56:08. Let's see if she can do it. Last 50 for Vivi. She needs a 1:56:08. Let's see. It's a great swim for Vivi. She just misses the school record with a 1:56:27. She needed a 1:56:08. Quincy Dillard is coming in now. It's an excellent swim. Danielle Brennan finishing third. And Angelina DiBartolo finishing strong in lane 6. Next event is the men's 200-yard freestyle. We got 3 Vikings in this event. Tyler Hommel in lane 2, Hank Scanlon in lane 3, and Moaz Khalil in lane 4. 200 freestyle. There's only one heat of this one. So this is it for the men. Again, they're going 8 lengths of the pool, or 450s. Hank Scanlon is out with an early lead. Hank Scanlon's still in the lead in lane 3. He's approaching the 100 mark of his 200. Tyler Hommel and Moaz both looking very strong as they hit the halfway point. Hank Scanlon approaching the 150. He'll have just a single 50 after this. Hank Scanlon for the Vikings first for the 200 free. It looks like a PR for Hank as well. Yep, dropped about a second in the 200 free. Tyler Hummel will finish second place. And Moaz for the Khalil for the Vikings will finish in third. Next up will be the 200-yard IM, which is all 4 strokes again, just in a different order from the relay. 50 butterfly, 50 backstroke, 50 breaststroke, and 50 freestyle. There's 1 heat of women and 1 heat of men. For the ladies, it is all Tennessee High swimmers. I take that back. We are combining 5 and 6. So it's men and women. 200 IM. Lane 1 from Tennessee High's Neela Cook. Lane 2 from Tennessee High's Addie Patlin. Lane 3 also from Tennessee High's Zoe Hale. Lane 4, Broden Murphy, Tennessee High. Lane 5, Kevin Loving, Sullivan East. Lane 6, Branch Sword, Tennessee High. Broden is out in the lead for the men. Zoe is leading the women currently. But with the changing of strokes, the lead can change rather quickly. The state time for the women in this event is 2:27:99. The state time for the men in this one is 2:10:39. Broden is still in the lead for the men. Zoe is still in the lead for the ladies. It'll be a battle for second and third between Lane 5, which is Kevin Loving from Sullivan East, and Branch Sword in Lane 6. Addie Patlin is in a strong second place in Lane 2. Broden Murphy's at the wall for the breaststroke. He just has a 50 freestyle left. Zoe Hale has started the freestyle for the women. Branch Sword is now in the freestyle. Again, the state cup for the men is 2:10:39. Broden Murphy will easily win this event. Zoe Hale is finishing strong for the women. Branch Sword finishing strong in second place for the Vikings. Kevin Loving from Sullivan East is coming back on the freestyle, and Addie Patlin's also finishing up. So on the men's side, it was Broden Murphy from Tennessee High in first, Branch Sword, Tennessee High in second, And Kevin Loving from Sullivan East in third. For the women, Zoe Hale, first place. Addie Patlin, second place. It'll be Neela Cook in third. The next event is the women's 50-yard freestyle. There are 3 heats of the women. 50 freestyle is just down and back. Obviously freestyle. This first heat of event 7, lane 2, Olive Ratliff from Tennessee High. Lane 3, Kaylin Conley from Tennessee High. Lane 4, Caitlin Cole from Sullivan East. Lane 5, Molly McLean from Tennessee High. Again, a 50 free, down and back state cut for Tennessee in this event is 26:29. Olive Ratliff in lane 2. Caitlin Cole from Sullivan East in lane 4. Molly McLean from Tennessee High in lane 5. There are 3 heats of the women's 50 free. Heat 2 of the women's 50 free. I have lane 1 from Tennessee High, Michaela Guillermo. Lane 2, Morristown East, Emily Soto Perez. Lane 3 from Tennessee High, Danielle Brennan. Lane 4, Carly Hartley from Sullivan East. And lane 5, Crystal Reyes from Morristown West. There's a bit of a pause for some timing issues. All right, this is heat 2 for the women's 50 freestyle. Again, lane 1, Michaela Guillermo from Tennessee High. Lane 2, Emily Soto Perez from Morristown East. Lane 3, Danielle Brennan, Tennessee High. Lane 4, Carly Hartley from Sullivan East. Lane 5, Crystal Reyes from Morristown West. Danielle Brennan is out in front for this one. The Tennessee State time for this is 26:29. That's a new personal best for Danielle. Also a new personal best for Michaela. New personal best for the entire heat. Everybody dropped time. This will be the final heat of the women's 50 freestyle. Lane 1, Molly Hutchinson, Tennessee High. Lane 2 is from Morristown East. Lane 3, Abby Cantor, Tennessee High. Lane 4, Sullivan East has Tessa Dickey. Lane 5, Bella Webb from Morristown West. Lane 6, Jenny Sword from Tennessee High. Again, the state time is 26:29. Abby Cantor's out in front. Abby Cantor wins that one. Followed right behind by Tessa from Sullivan East. And Bella from Morristown West. Some personal bests in that heat as well. We're moving on to the men's 50 free. We have 2 heats of this one. State qualifying time for this is 23:29. 2 heats. First heat has lane 1, Sebastian Morgan from Sullivan East. Lane 2, I believe it's Cade, I can't see your entire name, Cade Richardson from Morristown East. Lane 3, Moses Ong from Tennessee High. Lane 4, Elijah Sluter from Sullivan East. Lane 5, Jet Lynham from Morristown West. And lane 6 is Austin Bush from Tennessee High. This one's a close race between Moses Ong and Cade Richardson. Looks like Moses might just have it. Moses got that one. A new personal best for Moses as well. It was also a new personal best for Cade Richardson. Next up is Heat 2 of the men's 50 freestyle. Hank Scanlon, lane 1, Tennessee High. Levi DeLugos, Morristown East. Lane 3, Simon Hutchinson, Tennessee High. Lane 4, Sullivan East, Carter Malone. Lane 5, Morristown West, Thomas Drennan. And lane 6 from Tennessee High, Owen Skaroulis. And this is the men's 50 freestyle. State time is 23:29. This is the final heat of this event. Simon Hutchinson is going to make it to the 25 first. Simon Hutchinson has a great lead for this. He's going to win that with a 22.69. Second place, 25.37. That's a new personal best for Levi. It's a new personal best for Hank Scanlon. It's a new personal best for Owen Scarulis. It's a solid heat. But that was Simon in first place, Levi in second place, and Hank Scanlon got third. It is now time for diving.
6 and 1/2, 6, 6 and 1/2. Our next diver is Joshua Crew performing dive 5221D. Back somersault with a half twist, free position, free difficulty 1.7.
right, that concludes the diving. So we're headed back to the swimming side. We'll kick off with event 11, the women's 100-yard butterfly. There's one heat of this. There's also one heat of the men's. So I guess there's a chance they may combine them. We'll see.
Hit them in 4, 5, and 6. Yes, they will.
The 100 butterfly is 4 lengths of the pool butterfly. And I believe we are combining.
They should be upset.
We are combining 11 and 12 men's and women's 100-yard butterfly. Gives us in lane 1, Alyssa Hildebrand from Sullivan East. Lane 2, Addie Patlin from Tennessee High. Lane 3, Eden Allsbrook from Tennessee High. For the men, it's Moses Ong from Tennessee High in lane 4. Branch Sword from Tennessee High in lane 5. And Eric Basket from Morristown East. Again, this is the 100 butterfly. State time for the women is 1:05:59. State time for the men is 56:89. 4 lengths of the pool butterfly. Some might argue the most difficult stroke. but I think I would disagree. Eden Alsbrook is out front for the women. Moses Ong and Branch Sword have a little bit of a race going on. They're on their final 25. Eden Alsbrook for the women, Moses Ong for the gentlemen. That's Eden Alsbrook from Tennessee High, winning the women's 100 fly. Moses Ong for Tennessee High, winning the men's. Branch Sword in second for the men. Addison Patlin in second for the women. Alyssa Hildebrand and Eric Basket finishing in third. That is his Tennessee State cut for Eden Alsbrook. And up next is event 13, women 100-yard freestyle. 4 lengths of the pool, all freestyle. A fast event. There's 3 heats. This first heat, lane 2, Alexis Kennedy from Tennessee High School. Lane 3, Caitlin Connolly from Tennessee High School. Lane 4, Olive Ratliff from Tennessee High School. And lane 5, Chloe Brooks from Morristown West. Again, there are 3 heats of this event. Four lengths of the pool freestyle. The Tennessee State qualifying time for this is 57.69. Alexis Kennedy from Tennessee High School is taking the lead for this first heat. It's a tighter race for the second place. Like it's going to be Alexis Kennedy winning this first heat for the Vikings. Olive Ratliff from Tennessee High in second, and Chloe Brooks from Morristown West in third. That was a big time drop for Alexis Kennedy. Another personal best for Chloe Brooks in lane 5 from Morristown West. Heat 2 of the women's 100 freestyle. Lane 2 from Morristown East, Alexa Hernandez. Lane 3, Marissa Smith from Tennessee High. Lane 4, Angelina DiBartolo from Tennessee High. Lane 5, Crystal Reyes from Morristown West, and this is a 100 freestyle. Sorry, that's Alexandria Hernandez.
I know yours are.
4 lengths of the pool, freestyle. Tennessee State qualifying time, 57.69. Marissa Smith and Angelina DiBartolo seem to be hanging neck and neck in this one. At the halfway mark, Angelina's got a slight edge, followed by Marissa Smith, and then not far behind them is Crystal Reyes from Morristown West. Alexandria Hernandez has also hit the halfway mark. This final 25, Angelina and Marissa Smith, Angelina DiBartolo and Marissa Smith are both finishing strong. And this second heat is going to go to Angelina DiBartolo, with what I believe is a personal best for both Marissa Smith and Angelina. Yep. Yeah, that's a new personal best for Angelina. And a new personal best in lane 5 for Crystal Reyes. Next up is the final heat of the women's 100 freestyle. Again, state cut is 57.69. We may see this state cut in this one. Lane 1 is Trinity Connolly for the Vikings. 2, Lily Collins, Morristown East. Lane 3, Vivi Murphy, Tennessee High. Lane 4, Carly Hartley from Sullivan East. Lane 5, Abby Knight, Morristown West. And lane 6 is Abby Cantor from Bristol, Tennessee High School. There's also a school record that may be in question in this event. The school record for the 100 free is 53.93. Vivi Murphy's out in front, followed by Abby Knight from Morristown West and Trinity Connolly for the Vikings. That's Vivi Murphy for the Vikings in first place, with a new school record. Her time of 53.82 broke the school record of 53.93 set in 2014. So a new school record for Vivi Murphy. Congratulations. Abby Knight from Morristown West came in second in that event, also with a personal best. And Trinity Connolly from the Vikings came in third. Next up is event 14, the men's 100-yard freestyle. There are 2 heats of this. In lane 1 from the Vikings, we have Austin Bush. Lane 2 from the Vikings, Luke Saw. Lane 3 from Morristown East, Hayden Hall. Lane 4 from the Vikings, Owen Skaroulis. And lane 5, also Viking, Colin Hankins. This is the 100 freestyle. Luke Saw has an ever so slight lead going into the 50, but it may end up being quite a race. Luke Saw's hanging on at the 75. Hayden Hall from Morristown East made a move there at the end, though. Let's see. Hayden Hall gets that heat. Luke Saw from Tennessee High in second. And Colin Hankins from the Vikings in third. That's a big time drop for Colin Hankins. It's a great time drop for Luke Saw as well. And for Hayden Hall. So lots of personal bests. There's one more heat of the 100 freestyle. So this is heat 2 of 2. In lane 2 from Morristown East, Cade Richardson. Lane 3, Ian Jesse from Tennessee High. Lane 4 from Sullivan East is Seth Mahala. And lane 5, Jet Lynham from Morristown West. Again, this is the 100 free. Ian Jesse has the lead. Ian Jesse is followed by Cade Richardson from Morristown East. But Ian is going to win this 100 free for the men from the Vikings. Cade is going to take second from Morristown East. And that's a new personal best for Ian Jesse on this senior night. A new personal best for Cade. Next up will be the women 500-yard freestyle. This is the longest event. It is 20 lengths of the pool, so 20 down, and then back would be 2. So long, in fact, that the swimmers get counters, so they don't lose count. But in the women's 500 freestyle, we have one heat. Lane 1 from Tennessee High, Molly McLean. Lane 2, Tennessee High, Quincy Dillard. Lane 3, Tennessee High, Eden Allsbrook. Lane 4, Sullivan East, Addison Fagley. Lane 5 is Lily Saw from Tennessee High School. And lane 6 is Virginia Gale Sword from Tennessee High School. So the counters don't put in the counter on the first 50, they wait until the second 50, because that's assuming everybody can, count the first 2 laps. So the first counter goes in at 3 when the lead swimmer has 1:25 left. The counter will put, it's like a double red-orange color, and that signals that they are at the end. The lead swimmer will also get, it's a cowbell for lack of a better way to say it, they will get a cowbell rung over their lane as they turn towards that last 50 to also signal that they are in the home stretch. Eden Allsbrook is in the lead. Followed by Quincy Dillard. The state code for this one is 5 minutes, 55 seconds, and 39 100ths. Eden Allsbrook already has this state cut. But this event is as long as it gets for high school swimming. The 50 is the shortest, the 500 is the longest. Eden has hit the halfway mark. She's been swimming for over 3 minutes. Eden has about 150 yards left. She's in the lead for the women. Eden is on her final 100. She's getting ready to hear the cowbell and get that double orange on her counter. Eden's made the turn for her final 50. Eden is going to easily win this event. And Eden Allsbrook wins the women's 500. Lily Saw right now is hanging on to second place from Tennessee High School. turning for her final 50. Lily Saw's on her final 25. Jenny Sword has just flipped for her final 25. I believe this is Jenny Sword's first 500 ever. Lily Saw takes second place in the 500. Virginia Gale Sword gets third. Last swimmers on the last 50. All right, Molly McLean is finishing up the 500 freestyle, and we will get ready for the men's 500. Men's 500 heat includes Moaz Khalil from Tennessee High School, Ryan Gentry, also from Tennessee High, Simon Hutchinson, Tennessee High, Kevin Loving from Sullivan East, and Thomas Drennan from Morristown West. So the men's event will operate the same way as the women's. They have counters because it's very long. There's a cowbell. There's a double orange when they're almost finished. But it's just a long event. The Tennessee state time for this is 5:19:29. Simon Hutchinson is out to the early lead. It's early in the race, but Simon Hutchinson in the lead. Ryan Gentry right now is in second place. Kevin Loving is in third, but not far behind is Thomas Drennan. But that race for second might be a thing. Ryan Gentry and Kevin Loving still seem to be staying neck and neck. for a moment that a counter was messed up, but I think we have a lane that is counting down instead of counting up. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 double orange. They're counting down. It's a technique that I've never seen before. But if it works. Simon Hutchinson is still in the lead. He's past the halfway mark. And Ryan Gentry from Tennessee High and Kevin Loving from Sullivan East are still pretty neck and neck for that second and third spot. Kevin Loving seemed to be pulling away slightly, so maybe establishing himself in that second place position. Simon Hutchinson has about 150 to go. Simon Hutchinson is on his last 100. If you're not a swimmer, I guess I would relate to the 500 swimming event. Like if you were a cross-country runner. It's like long distance, super long distance. They're all longer events, but not in high school swimming. Simon Hutchinson has just gotten the cowbell, so he's on his last 50. Kevin Loving is holding on to that second place spot. Ryan Gentry is holding strong at the third place spot. Simon Hutchinson is finishing up the 500. And that's Simon Hutchinson from Tennessee High winning the 500. Maybe a battle for third place between Ryan Gentry and Thomas Drennan as they're headed into their last 50. Kevin Loving is finishing strong in second place. Those two gentlemen both have no time, so we're going to say whatever they finished today was a personal best, if they don't have a time entered. Ryan Gentry is going to end up in third from the Vikings, and I believe he just got a new personal best. Yeah, 2.5 seconds for Ryan Gentry, that's a personal best. Lane 5, also a personal best, he cut about 3.5 seconds off. Moaz Khalil from Tennessee High is coming in, and he is going to drop a significant amount of time as well. Almost 20 seconds. Moaz is still going. Up next will be relays. So 4 people. Each of them does a 50 freestyle. The women, of course, will go first. There will be 2 heats. Moaz is on his final 25. All right, so there are 2 heats of the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. Every relay member will swim a 50 freestyle. Looks like in lane 3, we will have Tennessee High School, Quincy Dillard, Jenny Sword, Michaela Guillermo, and Trinity Connolly. And in lane 4, we will also have Tennessee High School, Addie Patlin, Molly Hutchinson, Gwen Scanlon, and Danielle Brennan. So this event is each member of the relay swims down and back a 50 freestyle. The next person cannot dive in until they touch the wall. But in the pool first for the Vikings is Quincy Dillard and Addie Patlin. Next up for the Vikings will be Virginia Gale Sword and Gwen Scanlon. It'll be Jenny in the pool first. Third leg for this relay will be Molly Hutchinson and Michaela Guillermo for that third leg. They're pretty even though, neck and neck. And the anchors of these relays for Tennessee High are Trinity Connolly and Danielle Brennan. They'll be the 4th members. And it looks like Danielle Brennan will have a slight lead. And this is heat 1 of 2 for this event. And your Tennessee High School B relay is going to win this heat. Addie Patlin, Gwen Scanlon, Monley Hutchinson, and Danielle Brennan. Tennessee High C relay is going to get second place in that heat. The second heat, we have a relay from Sullivan East in lane 2. The Tennessee High School A in lane 3. Sullivan East in lane 4. Morristown West in 5. The lead off for these relays, if my heat sheet is correct, is Emily Soto Perez, Zoe Hale, Alyssa Hildebrand, and Bella Webb. Zoe Hale is out in front for the Vikings. Next in the water is Abby Cantor. Maybe a close race between second and third, between Sullivan East and Morristown West. Abby Cantor for the Vikings is still out front. The third leg of this relay will be, for the Vikings, will be Eden Alsbrook. For Sullivan East, Tessa Dickey. For Morristown West, Chloe Brooks. Again, that's if my heat sheet is correct. Anchoring for the Vikings for this relay is Vivi Murphy. Last leg of this relay for the Vikings. Last swimmers in the water for Sullivan East. Also for Morristown West. The Vikings win that event. The 150.33. Morristown West is going to end up second. Sullivan East is going to finish third, and Morristown East will take fourth in that heat. The next event is the men's 200 freestyle relay. There is only one heat of this, so whoever wins this heat is winning the event. We have lane 2 will be Morristown East. Lane 3 will be Tennessee High School A. Lane 4, Sullivan East A. Lane 5, Tennessee High School B. Again, that's Morristown East in 2, Tennessee High in 3, Sullivan East in 4, Tennessee High again in 5. Lead off is Levi DeLugos from Morristown East, Broden Murphy for the Vikings, Seth Mahala for Sullivan East, and Owen Scrulis for the Vikings. Broden Murphy for the Vikings is out in front. Next in the pool for the Vikings will be Moses Ong. Next in the pool for Morristown East is Eric Baskett. Now in the pool for Sullivan East is Elijah Sluter, and for Tennessee High, Moaz Khalil. Ian Jesse's going to take off on the third leg for the Vikings. They've got a bit of a lead now. Followed by Morristown East. In the pool for them is Hayden Hall. Austin Bush for the Vikings, and Sebastian Morgan for Sullivan East. Simon Hutchinson is going to anchor for the Vikings. He's in the pool now. Cade Richardson is going to anchor for Morristown East. Christian Lowry for Sullivan East and Ryan Gentry for the other Viking relay. And the Vikings A relay are going to win this event. Morristown East is going to finish pretty strong to get second. The Viking B relay is going to finish third, and Sullivan East is going to finish strong in fourth. There's still one more relay to go at the very end. It's the final events, but it's a 400 relay. So we've got one more relay coming up, and it'll be here soon. But the next event is the 100 backstroke for the women. 4 lengths of the pool backstroke, they start in the water as opposed to diving in and turning over, because that would be weird. So they start in the pool, remain on their back, with the exception of when they get to the wall and need to turn, they can turn over on their stomach for a minute, do a front flip, but then they got to push off on their back. The rules for backstroke are different. So in this first heat, and there are 2, Emily Soto Perez in lane 1 from Morristown East, Alexandria Hernandez from Morristown East in 2, Trinity Connolly from Tennessee High in lane 3, Alexis Kennedy, also from Tennessee High in 4, and Marissa Smith, also from Tennessee High in 5. State qualifying time for this event is 104.69. Again, it's 4 lengths to the pool backstroke. Trinity Connolly is out with a lead. She's hit the halfway mark, followed by Alexis Kennedy, though, and not far behind that is Marissa Smith. Trinity Connolly is going to win this heat with a time of, I'm going to go 1:17. Let's see what comes up. Yep, 1:17.76. Followed by Alexis Kennedy and Marissa Smith, all 3 Vikings. So for that heat, it was Trinity Connolly, Alexis Kennedy, Marissa Smith. In 4th place was Alexandria Hernandez, and then Emily Soto Perez. We have one more heat of the women's 100 back. Final heat of the women's 100 back. From Morristown East, we have Iria Escribano Varela. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. From Morristown East, Zoe Hale from Tennessee High in lane 3, Alyssa Hildebrand from Sullivan East, and Chloe Brooks from Morristown West. The Tennessee State qualifying time for this one is 104.69. Zoe Hale from the Vikings is out to a strong lead. As Zoe approaches the 75 mark, she has quite the lead, so she's going to win this one. Second place may or may not go to lane 4, Selvin East, but it may also be a race. We'll see if we can finish strong. That's Zoe Hale winning the women's 100 backstroke from Tennessee High. Second place is going to go to Selvin East, Alyssa Hildebrand. And third place to Morristown East. That was a new personal best for lane 2, though. And a huge personal best for lane 5. Chloe Brooks went from a 158 to a 150. And now we're to the men's event 20, 100 backstroke. State cut in this is a 59.49. We have Luke Saw from Tennessee High in lane 1. Eric Basket from Morristown East in lane 2. Broden Murphy from Tennessee High in lane 3. Carter Malone from Sullivan East in lane 4, and Thomas Drennan from Morristown West in 5. Again, the state cut here is 59.49. Broden Murphy in lane 3 is in the lead, followed not far by Luke Saw from lane 1. And this is the only heat of the men's. Broden Murphy will easily win this event. For the Vikings. Followed by Luke Saw in second place, also from the Vikings. Third place is going to go to Carter Malone from Sullivan East. So that was Tennessee High, and Sullivan East for the backstroke. That was a new personal best also for Luke Saw. New personal best for Morristown East, Eric Basket. And a new personal best for Morristown West, Thomas Drennan. That's exciting. And now we enter the breaststrokes. Event 21, women's 100-yard breaststroke. That's 4 lengths of the pool breaststroke. If you're not familiar with swimming, it's the one that looks like a frog. And in heat 1 of 2, we have Gwen Scanlon from Tennessee High in lane 2, Neela Cook from Tennessee High in lane 3, and Addison Fagley from Sullivan East in lane 4. This is 4 lengths of the pool breaststroke. Addison Fagley from Sullivan East has a lead, followed by Gwen Scanlon from the Vikings and Neela Cook. Definitely going to be a new personal best for Addison Fagley. That was Addison Fagley in first, Gwen Scanlon second, and Neela Cook third. But a new personal best for Addison, a new personal best for Gwen as well. That was heat 1 of 2. The second heat, again, still with the 100 breaststroke. Lane 2 is going to be from Morristown East, Lily Collins. Lane 3, Tennessee High, Michaela Guillermo. Lane 4, Tessa Dickey from Sullivan East. And lane 5, Bella Webb from Morristown West. 4 lengths of the pool breaststroke. All 3 swimmers in this heat are neck and neck. Currently, lane 4, Tessa Dickey from Sullivan East has the lead. Looks like Tessa Dickey is on her way back in the lead from Sullivan East. And it looks like she will also get a new personal best. Yes, she will. A new personal best for Tessa. Michaela Guillermo finished second from Tennessee High, and Bella Webb from Morristown West finished in third. Now onto the men's 100 breaststroke. There's 2 heats of this. The first heat has Ryan Gentry for Tennessee High. In lane 2, Tyler Hommel, also Tennessee High. Lane 3, Hayden Hall, Morristown East. In lane 4, and Colin Hankins from Tennessee High in 5. Again, this is heat 1 of 2. At the 50, it looks like it'll be Tyler Hommel with a slight lead over Hayden Hall. Halfway there. In the final 25, it's Tyler Hommel neck and neck with Hayden Hall. It looks like Hayden Hall just might get this one. Depending on the finish. Yep. Hayden Hall, then Tyler Hommel, then Colin Hankins, and Ryan Gentry. That was heat 1 of 2. That's a new personal best for Tyler Hommel. And heat 2 from Morristown East in lane 2, Levi Dulogos. Lane 3, Ian Jesse from Tennessee High. 4, Christian Lowry from Sullivan East. 5, Morristown West, Jet Lynham. This is the final heat of the 100 breaststroke. Sorry. 4 lengths of the pool breaststroke. And it looks like it's going to be a race between Ian Jesse and Levi Dulugos. Coming into that first 50, it looks like Levi from Morristown East has the lead. Ian is not far behind. Ian is one of our Tennessee High seniors tonight on senior night. Finishing up the 75, they are still neck and neck. Looks like Levi Dulugos from Morristown East is going to win this one. Ian Jesse not far behind at all. Ian Jesse ended up second from the Vikings. And I believe that was a new personal best. Let's see. Oh, so close. Almost a new personal best. Third place was Christian Lowry from Sullivan East. And fourth place is going to be Jet Lynham from Morristown West. It's a new personal best for Jet Lynham in lane 5. All right, we are now to the final relay of the night. The women have one heat. The men also have one heat. It is a 400 freestyle relay. So each member of the relay, all 4 of them, they are each doing a 100 freestyle, which is 4 lengths of the pool, all freestyle. So 4 relay members, and I bet we're going to combine this one. It may be men's and women's combined. But 4 relay members, each swimming 4 lengths of the pool, for a total of 400 yards. Lanes 1, 2, and 3 will be the women. Lane 1 is going to be Tennessee High. Lane 2, Tennessee High. Lane 3, Tennessee High. Except for I feel like lane 1, we don't have a relay in lane 1. The men will be in 4, 5, and 6. Taking just a moment to get all the relay members ready. So it looks like rather than 6 relays, 3 boys and 3 girls, we have 4. Just 2 for the females and 2 for the males. They're all Tennessee High swimmers. In first for Tennessee High is Olive Ratliff, Danielle Brennan, Owen Scrulis, and Hank Scanlon. Again, each swimmer is swimming 100 yards. So this one takes a minute. But the men's relays are neck and neck. Next in the pool for the men, Branch Sword and Moaz Khalil. For the women, it'll be Alexis Kennedy and Addie Patlin. Again, each swimmer is swimming a 100 freestyle on their own. Hank Scanlon has taken a bit of a lead, so Branch Short is going to hit the pool first. Then Moaz, then Addie Patlin, and then Alexis Kennedy. Branch Short has extended the lead for the men. Now in the pool for the Vikings, we have Luke Saw. Molly Hutchinson. Austin Bush is getting ready to dive in. And then Lily Saw will also be in the pool for the Vikings. They're all Vikings right now. Colin Hankins will be the next leg that enters the pool, which will be the final leg. Gwen Scanlon is also ready to enter the pool for the final leg of the women's. Then Ryan Gentry. Then it looks like Neela Cook. This is the final event of the meet. Neela Cook is the final one to enter the pool in this event. Last leg of her relay. Tennessee High School Men's Relay A is going to win this event, anchored by Colin Hankins. Ryan Gentry is coming in now for the other men's Viking relay, that B relay. That was for the men's side. Tennessee High A got first place. Tennessee High B relay took second place. For the women, the A relay of Danielle Brennan, Addie Patlin, Molly Hutchinson, and Gwen Scanlon won it for the women. And second place for the women will be Olive Ratliff, Alexis Kennedy, Lily Saw, and Neela Cook. And that concludes our meet. And the final scores for tonight's meet for the men, Morristown East 56 points. Morristown.
He did do it as a
Okay.
duels meet, it looks
Okay,
like.
for Tennessee High, sorry, y'all. Tennessee High against Morristown East. Tennessee High had 122 points. Morristown East had 34. Against Sullivan East, Tennessee High had 135 points. Sullivan East had 19. And then against Morristown West, Tennessee High had 136. Morristown West had 10. That's for the men. For the women, Tennessee High 137. Morristown East 13. Tennessee High 128. Sullivan East 28. Tennessee High 131, Morristown West 22, and then the combined scores, Tennessee High School with 263 points against Sullivan East 47, Tennessee High with 267 points against Morristown West 32, and Tennessee High School 259 against Morristown East 47. So it was a Tennessee High School sweep. And that's it.